This year, nearly 227,000 people in the United States will be diagnosed with lung cancer, according to the American Lung Association's most recent report. November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and our next guest is a globally recognized lung cancer specialist from right here in the greater Memphis area. Dr. Ray O, or Dr. O, as I'm going to get you to say your name because it's like I do not want to mess this up. He's known as Dr. O and is the chief scientist for Baptist Memorial Healthcare. Thank you for being here. Please say your full name.
Thank you for having me. My name is Ray Osarokiabu.
Yes, it is a beautiful name. Well, first of all, let's just talk about the issue at hand. How prevalent is this?
So lung cancer is the #1 cancer killer worldwide and in the United States. And here in the Mid-South, we happen to be at the epicenter of the lung cancer belt. So that's the bad news. The good news is lung cancer is increasingly a survivorship story, and that's really what we want to talk about.
Okay, well, let's get to that. Where does that survivor story come from? Like, where do we start with surviving this?
Early detection.
Okay.
One word, early. Second word, detection. And there are two ways that we do that. One is screening people who we can identify to be at high risk because of their past history or current history of smoking and their age. So people between the age of 50 and 80 who have a history of smoking, we encourage to talk to their doctors whether screening is for them. So that's one group. The other way we have innovated into early detection at Baptist is something we call an incidental pulmonary nodule program, where people who get X-rays for any reason that happens to reveal something in the lungs, we put together a team that triages those people, allows us to find lung cancer early as well.
Okay, and so can you talk about the research, go deeper into that research that is helping us get these better outcomes?
So right here in the Mid-South, we started both programs in 2015. You fast forward now, everybody knows about screening. But what we did was we found that for every one person enrolled in our screening program, we have about 3 people in our incidental nodule program. And for every one lung cancer patient we have found by screening, which everybody knows about, we are finding about 5 or 6 through the nodule program, which is the unique approach at Baptist.
Wow, and so that's really different and great to see that that's happening. Can you talk about the Mid-South Miracle Initiative?
The Mid-South Miracle is, again, one of these regional programs that we started at Baptist, where we're using the 2 approaches to early detection, so catching it early, very, very important, and then we're recognizing the complexity of lung cancer care, so making sure that the patients get the right care at the right time by the right team, so our multidisciplinary program, and then ensuring that those who are fortunate to be found early enough and can have surgery get the right operation to save their lives. And then trying to make sure that once the cancer is diagnosed and treated, we understand the biologic drivers of the cancer. So something called biomarker testing is another approach. And then, really exciting, clinical trials, providing access to tomorrow's treatment today through the vehicle of clinical trials.
How are you reaching out to people, or the people who get tested, then you do the trials?
Yes, so we have people coming to us through different avenues. Increasingly, we're seeing more and more of the patients are coming through our early detection programs. Also, people directly referred into our multidisciplinary programs.
Okay, what is this MIT partnership? Because, I mean, it sounds like you're not just keeping everything right here.
Yes, so we were really excited. So we have this partnership with Mass General Brigham Hospital and MIT, where we are testing these AI algorithm that can make a CAT scan become a predictive tool, basically identifying who gets a picture today that predicts who's going to get lung cancer 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, all the way to 6 years from today, even when the human eye can't see anything wrong on the picture.
Wow. Okay, can you talk about some of the things, some people might not realize that they're showing signs? I mean, do you show signs, or how do you know that you should go in?
Yeah, so we absolutely do not want people to have signs of lung cancer before it gets found, because usually by then it's too late. That has been the status quo. That's exactly what we're trying to change. So the idea is we want people to find out about their lung cancer before they know they have any problem.
Okay, how do we schedule those screenings then? Because that's the way.
Yes. If you're 50 to 80 years old and you have ever smoked, please, 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 pretty please, talk to your doctor. Do you qualify for screening? And please get screened. Remember, catch it early, survive it.
What about non-smokers?
People who don't smoke, we're really working very hard to figure out how to identify them. Our lung nodule program is one way.
Okay, smokers, non-smokers, and yep, you're doing all of it.
Talk to us. It's a survivorship story, and we want to bring it right here, right home.
Dr. O, everybody. He's doing all the things here. We're so lucky to have you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kathy.
And in Memphis. And there's much more live at 9 ahead this morning. We're going to learn how a program at the University of Memphis is making a difference in the lives of those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Find out what it means for those students arming themselves with real-world skills in a more inclusive setting. That's coming up.